just had brunch at Pancake House. Now we're taking a walk to get some ice cream. This was the very first tour that Khrys and I made to explore the city that we just moved into. This was basically just what, 3 or 4 days or so after we moved here?
Yes, and I told you this before we left New York. I said I will really miss going to the park. I remember in New York, I love going to Central Park.
Yeah, I know. You used to live so close to Central Park. It was basically walking distance.
Yeah, and like, I don't mind just going by myself and walking.
Everywhere you look in Manila, you see these new construction projects that are popping up all over the place.
Yes, baby, there's so many new developments in Makati, even like from 3 years ago. Oh, baby, these trees are just so mesmerizing.
I know, they're so beautiful.
Oh, there for you to have a break.
We just had to check out this ice cream place. They had so many amazing things staring right back at us.
So, my love, this is the site of the first airport in Manila, and that tower used to be called the Nielsen Tower.
The bark on those trees is really just like a collage of different colors.
Yeah.
This next building coming up is one of my favorite buildings in all Makati. I really love these stylized underpasses that the Makati is full of. Each one of them has a completely different theme. They're so cool to walk through.
I wonder if you can actually play a game in that court.
That'd be a really interesting game. This building coming up is actually one of my favorite buildings in all of Makati. It kind of reminds me of like a cruise ship sitting on top of the waves.
Yeah.
One of the most ubiquitous features about the cities in the Philippines are all of the huge mall complexes that are covering large portions of the cityscape. And one of the biggest players in this market is this company Ayala. Ayala is a family-owned corporation, and they're really big on realty development. They own a lot of the land, just about the entirety of Salcedo and Legazpi village.
So you can say that the Makati Central Business District is privately owned. That's why you won't see a lot of policemen or traffic MMDA people. Instead, you have these Makati traffic aides.
And now enjoy a super wide view of the Greenbelt Mall, but strap yourselves in because it can get a little trippy. And what do you think about these 360 camera shots?
I love it. I love that you can see everything. You can see so much in just one perspective, one shot. It works so well, especially with our old travel photos and videos. I remember all of those, and I love the effect. I think my favorite is the little planet. It reminds me so much of the Little Prince, the baobabs and the little planets.
Yeah, that looks really cool. I love that too. a really cool space-themed underpass.
I remember we almost got an apartment very near, like just on the corner of this street.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Could have lived so near the park, but yeah. I didn't realize like getting up an apartment in Makati would be almost as difficult as getting an apartment in New York. Remember how many like apartments we were looking at?
Yeah, it was like 7 or 8 apartments now.
And we applied for, well, maybe like two apartments before we actually got this one. That was a nice neighborhood, no?
Yes, definitely. There are some really cool restaurants over there, and even a supermarket right in our building. And this marked the start of our stay in the Philippines.